Hi, my name is Chantel. Some people call me Shani. I'm 22 years old, and this is what $0 will get you in my parents' suburban home. Come check it out. Grab a beverage, alcoholic for all I care. There's not much to see. So we'll get on with it. Come on, let's go. So a couple weeks ago, I fell down a deep spiral on YouTube where all I saw was New York City apartments, London flats, all of them over $2,000 a month. And I thought to myself, I am never going to move out on my own. There's no chance. There's just no chance. So I figured, why don't I make a realistic room tour? I call this my studio apartment, although there was no kitchen, there's no amenities in here. But this is where I have been living as a 22-year-old. And I work from here. I do literally everything from this bedroom, and I live here rent-free. So just for some context, when I graduated university, which was like 2 minutes ago, the only request I had was that I redo my bedroom. Because prior to this, it was a unique shade of green, okay? It was unique, and I had wall quotes all over the place. And one of them, my favorite one, being "Life is a journey and only you hold the map." Riveting. So I started collecting little bits and bobs that I could one day use in a future apartment. Anyway, so I thought I would make this video for all of my 20-somethings who also live at home and who will not be moving out for quite some time. Thank you, global pandemic. So I guess we'll just get started. This is the first little bit of my room. Welcome. This is my little gallery wall. It was the first thing I knew that I wanted in my bedroom because it feels like a really adult thing to do. I saw it all over Pinterest and I was like, I think I just have to do it, right? I didn't really have any art to put in here, so I kind of just DIY'd. And I would just like to disclose that all of these frames are from the dollar store because this girl is not about to pay Michael's prices for frames, okay? So this little piece here, I printed off a Pinterest photo and traced it with a Sharpie, and now it looks like this, which, you know, it's not bad. It's like an abstract piece. This is kind of like a bi-weekly project because I rip a page out of my notebook and I write a quote that I feel like I need to hear. So the next one is probably my favorite because it is a map of Copenhagen, and you can skip what I'm about to say if you know what I'm about to say, because I'm gonna say it. I went on exchange to Copenhagen, Denmark, and I put little stars here with where my 2 apartments were. Okay, moving on. This is a page I ripped out from a book called My First New York. So this one is probably my favorite one because it's an illustration of Odette, which is a coffee shop in Paris. And when I visited Paris, I stumbled into this little coffee shop. I thought it was just a cool little hidden gem. And I later realized that it's like a little bit of a landmark in Paris, and I had no idea. This next one is also very special to me because my friend Rebecca, who is an illustrator, she designed this one for me. You'll see in a sec why I decided I wanted a sunflower there. Okay, so this is a little illustration of New York City. It's actually a postcard that came with a journal I bought a while back, I think. And this is a little sun that I made out of cardboard paper, which I think is cute, but if you look closely, you can see the glue behind it, which I kind of think is on brand for me, so I'm not really gonna change it, but I just thought I would mention that. Anyways, the reason why the sun is up here is because the sunflower raises its head to the sun. This one is also a piece, a thing that I drew, I guess. It has 4 little heads and it represents my family. So, just below my gallery wall is my little writing section because I romanticize everything. So of course I needed a whole side of my bedroom to write. So a couple cool bits from this little writing section. I bought this book called Great Cities Through Travelers' Eyes, and it is a book filled with stories from explorers, philosophers, artsy people from the past, and they've documented their travels. It's not an easy read by any means, but it's just kind of fun to flip through. Another cool feature is my little candle here. I just think she looks really calm and at peace, and I feel like that's what I want to look like. Maybe not with my eyes closed all the time, but something like this. So right under the candle, I have these little affirmation cards that my friend Lauren bought for me, and I read some of them every day. And it turns out reading affirmations to yourself, people, actually works. Who would have thunk not me. I guess that's it for this section. Let's chug along to the next one. It's not that far away, it's just right over here. So now we are in my very exposed camera and creative gear storage space. I have some camera stuff, some audio stuff, some lenses here, and I also have my keyboard here, which I play occasionally. This is my closet. I'm not proud of it. I won't say that I'm proud of it, but it is what it is. Let's pretend it's not there. Usually I have clothes just hanging out of this closet's yin-yang. See, I can't even close the door. I'm not gonna try. All right, let's move on to the next section. So welcome to my desk area. The lighting is probably weird here because we're, facing the window. But yeah, this is where I work. I work from home, so I have this little setup here. My favorite feature of this room is my blinds. You can see that one is obviously not doing well. This blind has seen some things, okay? Just wait till you see this one. Listen, I've tried. We've all tried fixing it. It's just not good. It's not salvageable. It's a little sad that I can't actually look out the window due to this, but we'll fix it and it'll be fine. Yeah, see, I don't think, that's not supposed to happen. Okay. Wow, I mean, perks of living rent-free, am I right? All right, so that's that section. Let's move along to this side. So, okay, now you might be wondering, why are we in the same spot that we literally just were? Well, let me tell you. This actually doubles as my gym/yoga studio. So when I'm done work, I'll usually grab my chair, like so. And then I'll get my weights, I'll get my yoga mat, and I'll just kind of lay it down here. And I'll pop on some Fitness Blender or MadFit or Yoga with Adriene. And I'll just, do my workouts from here. Come along. Okay, so this is my music/little library section. This record player's on its last breaths, but it's fine. She's getting us through. She's doing as much as she can. It also doubles as a Bluetooth speaker, so that's great for when I'm working out. My music taste is scattered, similarly to me. Okay, so right below I have my books and my journals. If you haven't seen my journaling video, go check it out. She'll be here. Don't YouTubers do that? They point and then it goes zoom. Anyways. Some notable mentions. We've got literally the best book you will ever read. I'm sorry to scream. Untamed is incredible. Another notable mention, What I Was Doing While You Were Breeding by Kristen Newman. If you are also the type of woman who just wants to travel and live her best single life until she's 35, you need to read this book. She's also an incredible writer. Obviously, she wrote a book, so. For those who are wondering where I got this bookshelf, I bought it off Wayfair. I can't remember the price, but if I find the link, I'll link it below. Okay, I think that's it. Let's keep moving on. Let's move along. Over here, folks. Come on, this way. Let's go. Okay, and now we are in my little beautification station. This mirror I bought off of IKEA for, I think it was under $100, but it's one of those pieces that'll just look good wherever you put it, so that's why I decided to buy it. Then I have my perfume and my jewelry here, and this little Christmas tree, which I'm going to keep until June, because Christmas trees are evergreen, which means that they can stay forevermore. Actually, similar to my gallery wall, I was not willing to spend a lot of money on this section right here. So I kind of did some DIY shenanigans. Let me show you. Okay, so let me show you what I did with the dresser. So basically, this dresser, the drawers used to be black. And the black looked good in my room before, but it obviously doesn't suit the neutral cool tones that I'm going with now. So when you flip it, it has this nice wood tone to it, but obviously it didn't have any handles. So we went to Lowe's and we bought some of these little handles, we screwed them in, and now they're totally functioning drawers. And I didn't have to spend a dime on it basically, and I think it looks really cool. Alrighty, last but not least, the bed. There's not really much to talk about here other than the fact that this plant is fake. Let me learn how to take care of myself first, then I will move on to taking care of plants. That's my rule of thumb. This is another IKEA lamp that follows the same white wood pattern. This I've had for a long time, so I didn't have to get a new side desk, which is great. I have my journals here. My duvet was actually on sale. It was like a Ralph Lauren super insanely expensive duvet, which we found, I think, for like more than 70% off. It's a little more pink tone than I wanted it to be. I thought it was going to be a little more of like a neutral, like beige, but it turned out to be pink. Maybe like a blush, but it's fine. You roll with the punches. And for those who are going to point it out in the comment section, yes, that is in fact a teddy bear. I am 22 years old and I do still sleep with a teddy bear. Okay? What about it? Here I have my university degree, which I have not yet been photographed with, but it's there and it happened. If you're curious, my degree was a Bachelor of Arts in Media Information and Technoculture from Western University, which was a super like obnoxiously long name to say that I studied media and digital communications. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that concludes my $0 rent-free bedroom tour in my parents' home in suburbia. I think we should all feel grateful that our parents still take us back and still take us into their homes after we graduate. I think it's a blessing. Yeah, if you got any inspo out of this video, if you decide to like DIY something, if you decide to give yourself a gallery wall, tag me in it, you know, show me what you do. I would love to see it. Well, I guess that's it. And I will see you next time. Ciao. Okay, nobody laugh when I'm talking right now, okay? Okay.